The Gillette 2015 Home Run Derby presented by Head & Shoulders in Cincinnati. Todd Frazier, the hometown hero, acknowledging the fans before the contest. There are all the participants during the national anthem. And then Ken Griffey Jr., a former Red and the only three-time winner of the Derby, throws out the ceremonial first pitch to his father. As we take a look at the bracket, there are new rules this year. Each player gets 4 minutes per round to take as many swings as he can. In the first round, it was Anthony Rizzo versus Josh Donaldson. Rizzo got off to a slow start, but also part of the new rules is that each player got the opportunity to take a timeout, and that's what Rizzo did 1 minute into the first round. When he stepped back into the box, he tattooed his longest homer, which was 452 feet. He finished the round with 8 home runs. That meant that Josh Donaldson had the chance to hit 9 and move on. This home run is his longest, 465 feet. The next swing that you'll see winds up with former Red Sean Casey in foul territory. Shortly after, Donaldson had the opportunity to move into the next round.
Sends it to left center. Does it have enough? It is. He's moving on.
Donaldson hits 9 home runs and defeats Anthony Rizzo. Todd Frazier had to face Prince Fielder in round number 1. Here's a 474-foot homer from the big man, his longest of the night. Then during his round, he'll get some nourishment from one of his sons. It's cotton candy. Then shortly thereafter, Fielder, his 13th homer of the round. So that's what Frazier needs to beat. As he walks to the box, he gets a warm welcome from the home fans. Then, as the clock is winding down in his first round, he ties Fielder with his 13th homer. Shortly thereafter, he had the shot for 14.
And he's going to be moving on and ousting the two-time champ.
Also part of the new rules, each time a player hit 2 homers in a round of at least 425 feet, they got 30 bonus seconds. That's what Frazier used to beat Fielder. Manny Machado versus Jacques Peterson. Midway through Machado's round, his teammate Adam Jones handed him some Gatorade and Machado's salsa. As he stepped back in, this is his 10th home run with the clock winding down in round number 1. Machado would hit his longest homer of 469 and wound up with 12. As Jacques Peterson stepped in, he took the biggest swing of the night.
These young kids aren't afraid for the big stage.
Oh, did that get out of here? Oh, my goodness. I mean, out of the whole yard? The last one was 487.
The longest homer of the 2015 Derby. Then Peterson's 13th blast moves him into the second round as he defeats Machado. In the final first round matchup, it was Chris Bryant against Albert Pujols. Bryant's longest homer of the night was 462 feet, and the third baseman walked out of the box with 9 home runs to his name. Here's his 9th. It would not, though, be enough to beat Albert Pujols. Pujols stepped in, he'd tie it in the closing seconds of the first round, and then he'd win it.
Oh! At the buzzer! Gone!
That's the 10th home run of the round for Pujols. He advances into the semifinals with a victory over Bryant. So Pujols matches up with Jacques Peterson, while Todd Frazier squares off against Josh Donaldson, headed into the semis. Donaldson of the Toronto Blue Jays, take a look at this swing. He puts on one, his 3rd homer of the second round. Then he goes right down the line for number 9. So that is the number that Frazier needs to beat. The hometown hero steps into the box, and as time wound down in the second round, he had a chance to tie.
It won't be 9 to center field. Tied up.
Wow.
And gone.
Wow.
Moving on to the finals is Todd Frazier.
He's just dragging out the drama a little bit. He's feeling a little tension. This place is going crazy.
Todd Frazier's 10 home runs in the semis are good enough to get him past Josh Donaldson. So it'll be Peterson or Pujols to meet him in the finals. Here's a big swing from Peterson, and then he reached bonus time.
Oh, it's like a 4-corner offense on that clock.
Oh, center field. Big
Off the glass.
A dozen.
12 homers for Peterson. The clock winding down on Pujols. Here is number 11. So he's 1 home run away from tying Peterson. He comes up shy, and the clock runs out. The umpire, you see him in the bottom of the screen, wave off the round. That's it for Pujols, who loses to Jacques Peterson by a final of 12-11. And then a nice moment when he embraces Peterson's older brother. The finals matchup of Todd Frazier and Jacques Peterson saw the Dodgers left-hander leave the yard 14 times to start things off. Here's number 13. He'd follow it up with 14. That means that Todd Frazier needs 15 home runs to take home the Derby crown in front of his home fans. Frazier, who has come from behind all night, steps in, and in the closing seconds of the finals, he ties things up at 14. Moments later in the bonus round, he was looking for number 15.
30 seconds to hit one to win.
Bye-bye.
There it is! The hometown hero has done it!
Boom, this is going to be one of those home run derbies we look back upon. The new rules, how it injected some life into this, and Todd Frazier, the hometown hero, pulling it off.
Frazier's 15 home runs in the finals allow him to win the Derby championship, defeating Jacques Peterson. He raises the belt, then he gets the trophy from Joe Torre. We'll take a look at the final bracket. 8 players participated. In the end, it was Frazier defeating Jacques Peterson. Both finalists hit 39 homers over the course of the entire evening, while Jacques Peterson's 487-foot blast in the first round was the longest of the night. But in the end, it's Frazier who wins it.